Hi, my name is Lani, and I have been coming to ChemoThermia. I actually just finished my fifth treatment like 5 seconds ago. So I was diagnosed with breast cancer 6 months ago, which was a complete and total shock because I felt like I was the healthiest person I know. I was doing CrossFit, Muay Thai, yoga every day, eating super healthy, meditating, and living in Bali. And so it was such a shock. And I've always been like a natural healer. I've always been able to heal myself with like food and meditation. So I was living in Bali. We flew to Singapore to get my diagnosis. And the whole experience was so traumatizing in the hospital. It was scary. It was painful. No one really looked at me in my eye. Like immediately they were just like, you have breast cancer. You need to come for chemotherapy. And I shut down. I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm getting treatment in a place where you don't even understand me. You haven't even asked if I was stressed or about my diet or if I work out. So I was extremely against all normal standard of care. In my mind, I felt like chemotherapy was evil. I felt like it was going to make me worse and make me sick. All I knew of cancer, because I had been so healthy and I've never experienced this or no one in my family has, was that it was like a death sentence. So I just visualized people like getting sicker and dying from the movies. And so I thought, I'm just going to go natural. And we were waiting for my visa to come through for the UK anyway. So I was in Bali and was like, all right, I'm going to do natural therapy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do diet. I'm going to do metabolic therapies. And in the beginning, I had extreme amounts of pain. Like it was so bad. That's why I finally went to the doctor. And as I started these therapies and I did extreme fasting, my longest one was 10 days. The pain subsided a little bit and my sleep got a little bit better at the beginning. So then 2 months later, we go to the UK and I just start regressing. The pain started to become unbearable. My skin is like really disfigured and discolored and I can't sleep. I was really feeling like there was a cast inside my body. Like at nighttime, I'd get anxiety because the pain was so bad. So I found a natural doctor in London and he was just like, okay, you can take some, supplements and stuff, but it was getting worse and I couldn't deny it. And so he recommended me to have a Zoom call with Dr. Slocum and he sent us the website and I saw that they did chemotherapy on it. And I was like, again, just kind of shutting down and scared. And like, I don't want to do that. I just want to do all natural. But my husband was like, let's just have a call with him because you're in so much pain. This is so bad. Like, we can't deny that you're not healing. Like, it's getting worse. So I went in on the call just thinking, I'm just doing this for my husband. I'm not going to do this therapy. And Dr. Slocum was so clear and amazing. And it was such a different experience than when I'd first been diagnosed, where I just felt like everything was just like so fearful, negative. The first doctor was like, it's aggressive, it's so bad. And it was just so much fear. Dr. Slocum was just like really calm and clear and just told us the truth. And it felt really good. So I thought, oh my gosh, I think I can do this. And so as the pain was just getting worse, I mean, by the time I got here, I couldn't sleep. I could barely walk. It was horrendous. And I'm just like this athlete who's used to having so much energy. The pain was really bad. So we decided to come here, and immediately when I got here, I did a PET scan and it showed that I had 5 liters of fluid in my right lung and I'd been out of breath as well. And the PET scan showed that it was spread pretty much everywhere. So we thought it was just on my right breast. The PET scan showed that it was in both breasts, both armpits, both ribs, one side of the neck, both hips, and some bones. And so that was really, really shocking because in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'll just do like a little bit of chemo and it'll just go away from the breast. And both doctors looked at me and said, people way sicker than you have healed. Like, you just have to do these 3 things. You just have to do the therapies. You just have to follow the diet and do the supplements. So you just have to have a positive attitude and a positive spiritual mindset. And I was like, I can totally do that. This is my place. I just felt like I couldn't work with a doctor who didn't look at the whole situation. I needed a holistic approach. I needed somebody who understood diet and stress and mindset and who supported my body as I was going through the therapies. So after the second treatment, so the way that they've set my treatments up are I do a treatment, which is 3 days. And then the next week I do another treatment, which is 3 days. And then I have 10 days off, and then I do it again. So after the second week, the second treatment, like I was feeling so much better. The pain was subsiding, and I was again so scared of chemo, but like I feel amazing. Like after each treatment, my energy is rising, the pain is gone. After my fourth treatment, I was just thinking, I feel totally normal. Like I can't remember the last time that I haven't had pain, that I haven't been sick, that I haven't been super worried. And it's so clear that they just use a formula that works every single time. So on my first treatment, as I'm going through their protocol and just following what they do, I'm like, this is certain. I'm going to totally heal. It's like just a formula. They have it nailed. They're so kind. It works every time. And I'm meeting people who were given death sentences in their home country. Like I met this woman on my first treatment who was told she had 2 months left to live in Italy. And she came here and she just had a PET scan with no cancer. And it's like, that was just confirming what I already believed, that this is the place to come if you want to live. And it's so different. I just love how we get to check in and then we get to stay in Airbnbs. It's not that horrible, scary, like death energy of a hospital that I felt when I was first diagnosed. Dr. Slocum is amazing. I have fun here. It's like, I literally am having fun. I'm healing. I just can't believe this isn't the normal standard for people going through cancer. You know, it's so scary when you're first told this, and then all you ever hear about it is that it's so deadly and you're going to die and oh my gosh. And here it's totally opposite. Like everybody looks at you, they empower you. They're so kind. They're so caring. We have so much fun, and the vibe is just completely different than any other medical place that I've ever been to in my life. And I really feel that people come here to live, and I honestly feel like they're doing God's work here. It's like other doctors and other countries just speak death over you and say, oh, you have 20% chance to live, or you have 2 months left to live. And here they just speak life over you, and everyone's healing. And it's just the most amazing, positive environment. And I know like that this is saving my life. I know that my next PET scan in a couple weeks will be totally clear. And I already feel so amazing. Like literally the tumors, all the bumps in my neck are gone just after 6 weeks. My armpit was like huge, full of tumors. It was like frozen grapes, completely gone. The left breast tumors are gone. The pain's gone from the ribs. All the pain is gone. And I have my life back, and I couldn't be any more grateful. It's like, if you want to live, you come here. This place is amazing. It's the best decision I've ever made, coming from someone who was so against chemo and standard treatment of care. I'm so glad that I asked for help. This saved my life. And I hope it helps you, because watching the testimonials is what really gave me the courage to come here. Thank you so much.